What's going on, everybody? My name is CD, and today we are going to be talking about possibly one of the best guns to use right now in Warzone, the Grau 5.56. So if you guys aren't aware, the Grau was actually a quote-unquote DLC weapon that came after release. It is an assault rifle, and with this class setup, it has literally zero recoil. So the first time I saw the Grau being used was actually in a Twitch stream with a bunch of PC players playing Warzone, and one of them was using the Grau. And there is difference between controller, console, and PC with mouse and keyboard, so I didn't want to take for granted that the Grau was going to be good for me as well on PS4. There really kind of is a different meta for console as opposed to PC, which makes it a little bit difficult, but I quickly learned that the Grau is a monster no matter where you're playing at. So right here is the class that I've been using. I've made a few changes here and there, and we'll talk about those if you guys want to try those out as well. So real quickly here, the attachments that I have on here are the monolithic suppressor, the Tempest 26.4-inch Archangel barrel, Commando foregrip, 60 round mag, and the XRK Void 2 grip. Now, one of the changes that I did make, so previously I did not have this grip on, and then I had on this tack laser, which was pretty good as well. But when looking up what other people were using, they were using that XRK Void 2 rear grip, which does help with the ADS and sprint to fire speed, just making it a little bit faster. Now this does say it affects the recoil, so if you think there's too much recoil on it, I would say try to go back to that laser, but I really am not feeling too much of a kick as this thing is really just kind of a laser. It has good range since it is an AR, and it really competes with the M4 for being the best assault rifle in Warzone right now. And I would say arguably the Grau has a better iron sight, so that way you don't have to think about should you be using some sort of sight, some red dot, something like that. You can use all your attachments on actual attachments and not an optic. I do think that the M4 kills a little bit quicker, it has a faster time to kill, but if you're missing your shots because of the recoil or because of whatever it may be, and with the Grau if you're hitting all your shots because of the nice iron sights and the no recoil, that can kind of, even them out a little bit. So I do think it's personal preference. I do think it's what you enjoy playing with. The Grau just may be a nice complement to the M4. If you do want to run an AR, you're not feeling the M4, you can't get comfortable with it, I would say try out the Grau. Now, since this is a DLC weapon, I know not a lot of you guys are going to have all of the attachments, so I would suggest go play in multiplayer, run around with the Grau as much as possible, level it up as quick as possible, use some double weapon XP if you have it, because some of these attachments like the monolithic suppressor and the Tempest Archangel barrel, you do unlock a little bit later in the gun, so it will take you a little bit to get them. But in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. Next up, we'll take a look at the class that I use. So if you guys have watched my other videos like the MP7 video, this will look very similar. So I have an RPG as a secondary, and I just did that because I feel that the Grau is pretty good medium and long range, so the sniper kind of didn't feel perfect. Now I do love having a sniper in Warzone, so if I do want to go to that class, I just change the second perk to overkill and throw on the AX50. For my perks, since I do only have one primary weapon, we have cold-blooded, ghost, and amped, and then I have C4 and the heartbeat sensor. This is kind of my default go-to Warzone class. So I believe that is it for the Grau. I'm telling you guys, try out this gun if you have it, if you unlock these attachments. It's pretty fun to use in Warzone, and it just feels really smooth. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the iron sight or how it shoots with the suppressor on it, but it just feels really good. If you guys have enjoyed this video, click that like button down below if you guys want to see more. If you want to see a different weapon, let me know. I can try it out. So if you guys haven't already, and we will see you guys later.